everyone, welcome back to another video. If you're new to the channel, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button and go check out our Instagram pages where I post daily original photos of our life, our animals, and kind of everything in between. So for today's video, I think I mentioned this in another video, we are going to be doing our monthly maintenance on our snakes. We have to clean out waters. We are going to wash out water bowls, and I'm going to completely do a complete clean on their tub and replace all new substrate. But before we get into that, I do need to feed the lizards. I already changed their water, and we already did some filter change. I did Littlefoot's monthly filter water change, which I can leave some links down in the description below. I've also done a video on cleaning out his filter and some other stuff that I do with the monitors, kind of like on a weekly, daily, monthly maintenance type of thing. So let's go ahead and get them fed first, and then we will get into the rest of this. As you can see, somebody is quite hungry. Our water monitor maintenance video that we did a little while back, we had some concerns about Littlefoot's cloudy water, and I just kind of wanted to throw this in this video and address it. I just cleaned his filter, so this is a couple days after we cleaned his filter, and I wanted to show you that sometimes his water is clear. As you can see, it's not completely clear. It still has kind of a cloudy tinge, and like we've said in that video, that is due to the filter not operating like a normal fish tank, doesn't have that necessary bacteria. But I just wanted to address that and show you that it is occasionally clear, like I said in that video. As he gets in and out and he poops in it and he drags substrate, it does get kind of a murky appearance. It's not completely clear like this, but he doesn't have any skin issues. He's got no bacterial issues. He is perfectly healthy and content, and he just loves soaking in his water. Look at that beautiful little lizard. He is happy as a clam. So I just wanted to throw that in there and show you that his water doesn't always look like a murky pond. That's just from him being a normal, active, healthy lizard. All right, so now that the lizards are taken care of, we are going to get some good old Reptile all done up and ready to go so we can start cleaning. And then what I already did is I already cleaned out all of the deli cups. I just cleaned them with soap and water in the sink. usually every other week, just to make sure it doesn't get all that nasty grime and what in there, and get it all out, make sure they're all fresh. And these deli cups from Freedom Breeder we have been using for about a year now, and they have not lost the integrity of the plastic whatsoever. They still look like the day we got them, so we will continue to use them until the plastic starts breaking down, and then we have extras to replace. But so we're gonna go ahead and just put the water bowls back, because I am not gonna be changing out everybody's substrate today. This video is probably gonna go over the next 3 days. I have 4 children, I have other responsibilities around my household, so this does take me about 3 days because I'm only spending a couple hours, maybe 2 hours at the most, cleaning these out. So this video will be over the next 2 to 3 days. So of course all of their waters have to go back because we are not going to leave them without water for that long. So we're gonna go ahead and put these back and give them fresh water, and then I will be changing out who we're gonna change out today. All right, so now I gotta go back and fill all these deli cups up. Alright, so I already changed Miss Nebula's water and watered her down, and she's looking beautiful. So I think I'm going to start on our bigger pythons in this Freedom Breeder rack tomorrow, as well as Stoic and Pepper, our blackhead and our boa tomorrow. I'm not going to be cleaning out every single bin. Accutan, who's only been in here for about 2 weeks, his substrate is pretty fresh still. So I'm probably not going to be changing out his, and I am not going to be changing out Sunshine. She is the one that has ovulated and already had her pre-lay shed. That is her due date to lay eggs, which is going to be probably by the time this video goes up, pretty darn close. And so she is back there all nestled on her warm spot. She already went off feed and she hasn't been doing very much. So I'm probably going to wait for her to lay eggs before I change over her substrate. So for day 1 of cleaning out substrate, I'm going to be cleaning out Bubba's, Tigress, our Woma. Probably going to be doing Nova, our jungle carpet, and they're going to be staying in these enclosures. However, these ball pythons are still fairly small. Especially these 3 up top that we got from Power Lines. We just weighed them this morning. He's not even 200 grams, and I believe he's about 200, and she's about 250. These ones are a little bit bigger, so I'm gonna check and see how big or how small they need to be in order to go in our new rack with the Freedom Breeder 5 tubs. These ones definitely can go in there. These ones are kind of borderline. She is gonna be going into a tub this size. Because these are the only tubs we have for now, and then the 70 obviously is way too big for her at this point. We're probably going to be getting a Freedom Breeder 40 rack at some point in the year, but until then we have the option of these 37 quarts. So I'm going to be moving Paris into one of these 37 quarts, and she will go on the shelf right here. And then if these two are too big in order to go in our FB, they'll probably go in a similar tub or just stay in those, and I'll move them up for now. But we're gonna go ahead and get started on getting a few of these moved over to this rack, which has been warming up now for about a week. I put tape on these so I would know what level, because this level is not heating up, the top level, just the bottom level is. So we're gonna get them in here. I think they will do a lot better in here. We have one that's having a hard time switching from live to frozen thawed. He may never. We'll see. But I want to see how they do in these tubs, and I just want to use out our new rack. This rack is absolutely awesome. We got the Herbstat 2 hooked up to it, so I'm just excited to use it. So after the last time we did the changes, I only ended up with 1 Reptile left. So earlier in the month, I went ahead and ordered a breeder bundle, which is the 5-pack. So we never try to go completely dry on the Reptile. I always try to keep a couple on hand, because every now and again, these go out of stock. And so I like to have some in case we get more snakes, or if we need to do a change, like if somebody destroys their bin or whatnot. And then we just keep it in one of these. We do it up in here. We keep it for storage. I just got this bin at Home Depot. I forget what the quart size is. I think I've put it in another video. I'll have to link that video down below, or I'll just throw it up on the screen, what size bucket this is. But yeah, once you get it all done up, it fits perfect in there. We have a little scooper. So we are gonna get started. All right, so we're gonna get the 3 of these filled up, which it doesn't take very much. All right, so now we're gonna get these back into our rack. All right, and then I went ahead and put some new tape with these 3, their names on them. And then from Freedom Breeder, because they have the FB tubs, they also sell these little 4-ounce deli cups to put in here. I think the pack is only about $10, and it comes with about 250 of these little deli cups. So it's gonna be quite a while before we run out. Now let's see. They kind of stick up a little bit. They don't sit down there as well as the bigger ones do. That one has a little bit of something in it. But yeah, they kind of stick up a little bit, but you can't tip them over, which is good. So we're gonna go ahead and get some water in these, and then we'll add some snakes. Here's one of our little dudes. All right, let's see how you do, dude. It's going to find the dark spot already. So, as I said, this guy's only about 200 grams. All right, here's Mr. Saka. Dude, you are awesome looking. All right, let's go ahead and get you in your new home. Go, dude. Go check it out. All right, this is our little girl Suki. Beautiful snake. Look at those eyes. I'm gonna go check out your home. Not interested? Here you go. Let's see how Greg looks in there. See, plenty of room. Now, typically the rule of thumb with snakes is their length needs to be less than 2 sides. So he does not exceed that. He actually, when he is stretched out, he can stretch out long ways in this, and his tail barely reaches from one end to the other. Me and my husband kind of tried it earlier, but he looks like he's gonna fit nicely in there. These 2 are just slightly longer. Oh, hello. You checking it out? But I think they'll do just fine in here. These things are pretty long. All right, so this is Katara. She has some beautiful green eyes too. Just a spot nose pastel. Okay, we're gonna put her in here too. Now, obviously, these bigger ones are not gonna be able to stay in here for very long because they're kind of approaching that 400 gram mark. But we have already put in an order for some FB8s. FB8s can also fit in here, but you can only fit 2. So we're going to be ordering those for these bigger ones. And then, as I think I said when we got this rack, we've already acquired quite a few more females. We got Fiona and Norma Jean from Andy's Reptiles, which is local to us. And then when we were deciding on breeding for this year, we did not know Butterscotch was going to be bred, Adele, and we didn't know about Sunshine. Sunshine's actually our first one who ovulated. So now, just with those few extra clutches, we already know we're probably going to need another rack before this season is over. So we're going to be placing an order probably for another Sea Serpent rack exactly like this. Except for that rack, I think we're going to do half FB5s and half FB8s, kind of for some of these bigger girls that have already been growing up that are actually born in 2020. So that is kind of our plan for the next couple months. Here's Toph. Just our beautiful regular clown girl, but she has some really nice rusty colors. Absolutely beautiful. Obviously, she is a tad bit small for this too. Oh, you brought your head out? Don't bite me. Now, Toph is about 300 grams, so she is getting a little bit big for this tub, but we're going to see how she does. And then, like I said, we'll be ordering the bigger tubs for these couple here pretty soon. If we find that it's too cramped for them, then we always have the option of moving them to one of these bigger tubs. We still have quite a few of these that we have the option of putting on our rack. So if I find that she's too cramped, I may just move her into one of these with a few hides. So we are going to be putting our last baby ball python, Paris, in one of these 37 quart Sterilite containers. She is way too big. She has had a massive growth spurt, and she is, like I said, way too big to go in one of those FB5s. So we're going to put her in one of these with a few hides to give her a little bit of an upgrade. So here is just a regular glass Pyrex mixing bowl with a little bit of water. This is a super cheap alternative to some of those pet dishes that you find, and they're super easy to clean. So as you can see, she is quite a bit bigger than some of our other babies. She's about 450 grams already. She eats great, and this is just our regular vanilla that's 100% het ghost. So that's why I definitely wanted to put her in this container, because she is obviously way too small for an FB5. All right, so this is our jungle carpet python. Yes, I'm wearing a glove because I don't feel like being bit up. This is our little snake hook, and this girl is a complete disaster. If you've seen any of our other videos, she is still very, very feisty. She still has that innate hatchling instinct that she has to attack and bite everything because she doesn't feel safe. She's slowly getting better, but it's gonna take quite a long time. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna lift her whole structure that she sits on into this container and then cover up so I can clean hers. So let's see how this goes. She's already starting to want to beat me up, huh? Huh, come on. I'm just gonna pick up your whole thing. Chillax. Oh, now you're gonna do that. All right, so let's see if we can just, come on, you're okay. I know. Come on, there you go. There you go, nice and calm. All right. Did you poop on me too? All right, so now we're gonna get her bin cleaned up real quick. All right, so I put some fresh substrate and some fresh water. Now we're gonna go ahead and put her back. Hopefully nice and, well, it's not starting off so good. Stop doing that. Let's get this first, because she's acting like a complete disaster again. No. Now she's just being strike happy. Let's see, does that fit on top of there? Yeah, okay. Now we're gonna go ahead and get her back in here. Come on, you're okay. Oh, come on. Back in. There you go. All right. She juiced and urated everywhere. So we'll get that cleaned up and get her purple back. All right, so I think that's gonna be it for day one. We are gonna pick up tomorrow after I get all of these cleaned. I got all these bins put away, all these extra water dishes and things. And then we'll start with Bubba and Tigress tomorrow, and then we'll start tackling this.